Welcome to your Pilates Reformer workout. Today we're going to keep it short and sweet and a little spicy. We will use optionally a Pilates ball. You don't need one. You can use a pillow. If you don't have one but you would like one, check out my Amazon storefront in the description down below. So to get started today, headrest will come up. We're going to place on 3 heavy springs and 1 light spring. Meet me lying down on the reformer. Let's get started. And do me a favor, please subscribe. And if you have not yet checked out my membership, I have over 50 exclusive workouts. Well over 80 members are enjoying this content month to month. I offer weekly workout plans and more. Please check it out. I think you'll really love it. All right, coming to lie down on your machine. Head is on the headrest. Let's place the arches of the feet down on the foot bar. Take your ball, your pillow, place it in between your thighs, right above your knees. If you don't have a ball or pillow, just omit it. Arches go onto the foot bar. We want our feet hip distance apart. Scoot away from the shoulder blocks, give yourself a little space. Nice neutral pelvis so the bottom of your sacrum is heavy. Big breath in through the nose. Exhale, give that ball a gentle squeeze as you extend the legs. Bend your knees, bring it all the way in. You can adjust your feet if you need to. Big inhale, exhale, kick on your deep core as you press the legs out. Bend the knees, bring it in. Good, let's keep it going. So with the foot position, we don't want the feet so wide that we have to turn the knees in to squeeze this ball at this moment. We also don't want the legs so far, so close to each other that the ball starts twisting aggressively as we try to extend the knees. So we're exhaling, giving a little squeeze on the ball as we press out. Inhaling as we come in. Every time we exhale and push out, squeeze the ball, we're going to feel the pelvic floor lift and the deep core turn on. Good. I'm very fidgety today. Let's take another 2. Last one. Good. Bring it halfway in. Tiny pulses up and down. Lots of glutes, lots of thighs. Keep that squeeze on the ball or your pillow. Let's go for 4, 3, 2, 1. Big breath in. Exhale. Bring it all the way back in. Very nice. Great. Now let's move the heels to the foot bar. Big flex in the feet. Ball still between your thighs, right above your knees. Big breath in. Exhale. Push away. Squeeze the ball. Straighten the legs. Bend the knees. Bring it home. Big breath in. Exhale, push away. Bend the knees, bring it in. Lots of inner thigh work. Ooh, little bobble there myself. Something that can help control that bobble. Just give a little tiny squeeze just before you start to extend, so you're not trying to navigate straightening the legs and starting that inner thigh squeeze. 2 more. Last one. Bend it halfway in, tiny pulses up again. Once again, finding glutes, hamstrings, quads now, and inner thighs. You can keep a constant squeeze on the ball or take tiny pulses as you push out. I'm just going to keep a constant squeeze. Big breath in. Exhale. Stretch the legs long. Bend the knees, bring it in. Very nice. Balls of the feet to the foot bar. If you need to take the ball out for a second and rock your knees side to side, take a moment to do that. You can also take a little quick micro butterfly pose really fast. When you're ready, ball between the knees, lift the heels, parallel still. We're going to take a big breath in. Exhale, extend the legs straight, push the heels under, 3, 2, 1. Lift the heels up, 3, 2, 1. Bend the knees, bring it in slowly with control. I'm going to space my feet a little bit wider. Exhale, a little squeeze on the ball. Press under, 3, 2, 1. Lift, 3, 2, 1. Bring it all the way in. I'll take 4 more. Under and up. Press out. Press under and up. 2 more like this. Under, smooth it out, and up. Last one. Under and up. Lift the heels, hold. Now we're going to keep that ball between the knees. Lower and lift the heels for another 10. Keeping the knees straight the whole time. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lift the heels, bend the knees, bring it all the way in. Last but not least, before we move on and to get rid of the ball, put your toes on the bar in Pilates V. You're going to put the ball above your ankle bones. So instead of between the knees, now because the knees are going wide, we'll place the ball between the ankles. I recommend a little bit higher just because it's a little more productive to hold it there than right on the bone. Give yourself some space between the shoulders and the shoulder blocks. Knees about as wide as your machine. Big breath in. Exhale. We're going to zip the legs together, or zip the legs long. Bend the knees, bring it home. So this is going to be a little different than your standard Pilates V, in that there will be some space between your heels here. So if you feel like you're fighting to try to keep the heels all the way together, don't worry about that if you have the ball or the pillow. If you're not working with a prop, you can bring the feet all the way closed at the heel. Good. Let's take 4 more. If you're holding any tension in your face, try to let it melt away and relax. Keep hold of that ball as best as you can. So you might need to give it a little squeeze down at the bottom so it doesn't roll away. Stretch out. Now, final set of tiny pulses. Bring it halfway in. Keep hold of your prop or keep the heels together. Tiny pulses up and down. 6 more to make it to 8. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Big breath in. Exhale, zip your core in and up. Extend the legs, bend the knees. Bring it all the way in. Very good. Take a little butterfly stretch. Let's put the soles of the feet together on the foot bar, knees go wide. You can take your arms out to a T or a goalpost position with the hands on the frame if that feels good. You can also place your hands on your thighs just to deepen any stretch, encourage more relaxation. Good. And let's continue on. I will lower the headrest down so it's flat. We will begin lifting the hips a little bit, so this is important to do so. The ball is down by my side. We don't need it for this one, but we want it somewhere reachable. Heels on the outer corners. Give yourself space. Nice neutral spine. So we're going to lift the hips up, but the key here is we don't want to go straight up into a full bridge, a full lift. Instead, we're going to go to a pelvic lift. So we're lifting the hips up about the height of a fist. Let me roll my ball out of the way so you can fully see. So we're just lifting a little bit and lowering down. The key here is we're not curling the pelvis under for this. We're trying to keep the sacrum heavy in a neutral spine, not arched, not curled under, just neutral. Big breath in, lift, and lower. So once you find that proper neutral, you probably will start to feel a little bit of a pull between your hip bones and sort of your lower abdominal, pubic-ish kind of area. That is good. That's your deep core kicking on, which is incredibly good for you to work. It's the corseting muscle of your abdomen. Still just going up and down. It's very, very good for spinal stability, posture, and just sort of keeping everything contained. Literally. Good. Lift back up to your hover. Tiny pulses up and down. 8, 7, 6. Again, keeping it right around that hover line, not all the way up to the bridge. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift to your hover. Check your height once again with your fist. Now we keep that hover height. Press out and in. Press out and in. Press out and in. 4 more. Still keeping those hip bones pulled together. Last 2. Last 1. Good. Bring it all the way in. Lower the hips. Keep the hips down. Internal rotation now. Knees wrapped towards each other. Heels flared outward. Big breath in. Exhale. Extend through the legs. Still wrapping inward through the hips. Bend the knees, bring it in. Oops. Press out. Bend the knees, bring it in slowly with control. So we worked external rotation a couple times already. Now we're working internal rotation through the hip to have really balanced hip stability and take some pressure off of the pelvic floor. Good. Let's take another 3. Oops, final 2. And 1. Very nice. Bring it all the way in. Walk your feet wide on the foot bar. Windshield wiper the knees side to side. Relax the low back. Let the knees go side to side. Oops, get out of the way, ball. Just to release the low back a little bit. Both knees come a little wider than hip distance. Let's let the right knee go out to the side. You can place your left foot on top of the shin, on top of the ankle. Give yourself a little bit of a different stretch here. Welcome to play around with how you press on that. If that doesn't feel good, you can just do a regular windshield wiper. Left foot back to the foot bar, left foot down, knee goes over to the side, and if you'd like, step your right foot on top of that. Give yourself a little gentle release through the low back. Good. All right, let's move on. For this next one, let's get a little weird. I've switched on to 1 light spring or 1 heavy spring if you know you want to push it. We're going to do single arms with your ball under your sacrum. If you don't have a ball or a pillow, you can omit this. It'll still be a challenge. So let's lie down on the machine. Headrest will be down. Let's place the ball under the sacrum. So where is that? That's the lowest part of your back, right above your butt, essentially, right above your tailbone. Once you're there, scoot yourself away from the shoulder blocks a little bit. Press away from the foot bar. Left arm is down on the mat. Right arm is in your strap. Bring the fingertips right up over the shoulders. Bring the legs to tabletop. Let's just hold our balance for a moment. Okay, so make sure you're nice and stable. Let's take a couple of deep breaths. So we want to feel the breath fill up the lungs in every direction. Kick on the deep core. Big breath in, exhale. Feel your core support you. Now we're going to start to press that hand right down to the mat and bring it right back up. Big breath in. Press it down. Inhale, bring it right back up. Good. Press down and up. Press down and up. 2 more. Now if the stability feels way too wonky, you can take the prop out from underneath if you need to and bring it up. Now we're going to lower the hand down. Anchor the elbow next to your rib cage. We're going to bend and extend the elbow for 6. I'm hovering the elbow at this point. You can put it right down on the mat or just hover it next to your side as long as that elbow is really directly next to your rib cage. You've got 2. And last one. I'm feeling tons of deep core. I don't know about you. Extend the arm. Flip your palm to face your hip. Now, bring the arm out to the side like you're in a half T position. Exhale. Press it into your hip, next to your hip with control. Hand goes right out to the side. Kick on your deep core. Press it right back in. This is going to feel a little heavier, as I'm sure you're experiencing in real time. 3 more. If you need a little extra pressure in that left hand, don't be shy to take it. Last 2. And last one. Nice job. I'm going to bring the arm back up over the shoulder, place one foot down on the foot bar, then the other. Reach down, grab the left strap. We'll do it all again on the other side. So reset when you are ready. Start by bringing your left arm up over your shoulder. Reset the ball under your sacrum or the pillow under your sacrum if you need to. Disregard if you don't have the prop. Once you feel really stable in this arm, bring one leg up to tabletop at a time. Make sure you feel nice and stable. Push that hand down next to your hip. Raise it back up with control. Using your breath, big breath in. Exhale. Lift it back up. Press down, feel your deep core kick on. Exhale, bring it in or up. Last two. Keep that control all the way up. Last one. Keep it pressed down by your side. Now, either hover the elbow next to you or press it all the way down to the mat. We're going to bend and extend the elbow, keeping the elbow zipped in next to the rib cage, whether it's lifted or anchored down on the mat. Exhaling as you press the hand down. Inhaling as you bend the arm. 3 more. Last 2. Ribs are nice and heavy. Last one. Extend the arm. Flip the palm to face your hip. Now the arm comes out to the side as you inhale. Exhale. Engage your pelvic floor. Engage your deep core as the hand presses to your side. Arm out to the side in your half T. Hand comes next to your hip. Inhale. Arm to the side. Good. I feel this a ton in my left quad. It's really interesting. I wasn't expecting that. Last 2. Try to keep that arm low. Last one. Good. Arm comes back up over your shoulder. Anchor yourself down on the foot bar. Lift your hips up. Take the ball out. Close the stopper. Place the ball down by your side, wherever you like. Extend your arms out to a T. Feet are just resting on the foot bar. Let your chest open. Take your big breath in and exhale. Big breath in. Let it go. Very nice. We're going to roll on up to sitting and let's move on. All right, next up, take the ball or your pillow, place it between your thighs right above your knees. If you don't have a prop, don't worry about it. I have removed the foot bar. You could place it down or just get it out of the way, however you need to. Toes are curled under up against the sandpaper or along the inner rim of the platform, whatever works. Hands are under the shoulders. Hips are right over the knees. So I'm just going to start taking a big breath in. Exhale. I'm going to push up through the palms, take a cat-cow, just feel a little support through the inner thighs here. Exhale. Arch your back, flare your sit bones to the back wall, bring your sternum forward and your gaze to just above the horizon. Push through the palms, feel your belly button rise up to the ceiling, pushing the mat away. Big breath in. Flare your sit bones back, let your sternum shine forward. Chest opens. Good. Bring your spine back to neutral, so not arched nor curved. We're going to take a big breath in. Exhale. Feel a little pressure. Squeeze between the ball. You're going to find a nice little hover plank in your quadruped position. Let's hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down. Roll out your wrists if you need to, and of course you could always take this on your forearms if you must, if you feel like this is better, that's better for your wrists. Good. When you're ready, bring it back. We're going to take another set. Palms right under your shoulders. Push away from the mat. Toes curled under. Big breath in. Exhale. Zip the core on. Squeeze the ball. Hover. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down. Hinge back, roll out your wrists, whatever you need to do. Final series. Hands under your shoulders. Toes curled under on the platform. Once again, we're going to find that quadruped hover. Now we're going to twist to the left, dip the hip down, keep the ball between the knees, center. Twist to the other side, dip the hip down, back to center, little squeeze. Twist, dip the hip down, back to center, little squeeze. Other side, dip, back to center. 2 more each side. And switch. Switch. And switch. That's our last set. Back to center. Take the ball out from between the knees. Little child's pose. Knees wide, hips down to your heels. Arms extend forward. Nose down to the mat. Big breath in. Exhale, let it go. Big breath in. Exhale. Let it go. Roll on up to sitting. You know what? I'm inspired. Let's do one more. If you have a ball or a pillow, take it now. Place it right back where it was. If you don't have the prop, don't worry about it. You don't need it. Place your hands under your shoulders, hips over heels. Squeeze the ball just a little bit between your knees before you go up. Big breath in. Exhale. We lift. We have our hover little quadruped plank. We're going to tap the knees down. Exhale, lift them up. Tap the knees down, lift them up. So we're not sitting down and then lifting up. It's just like a little love kiss, a little love tap. And tap. We're going to do 5 more. That'll get us to about 12. 3. Last 2. 1. Hover, hold. Squeeze the ball or pulse the pillow, or just squeeze your inner thighs together. Good. We've got another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower down, take the ball out. Child's pose really quickly. Big breath in. Exhale, let it go. Big inhale. Exhale, let it go. Very nice. Now we're going to take the ball, place it between the knees one more time. We'll get into a little bit of rocking action. So shoulders right over your wrists, toes curled under on the sandpaper once again. Give a little squeeze of the ball. Big breath in. Lift up to your quadruped position. We're going to rock forward, rock back, feel the core kick on. Rock forward, rock back. Take care not to hyperextend your elbows. So try to keep the little crook of your elbow somewhat facing inward rather than fully forward. We're going to hinge forward and back for 3. Last 2. And last 1. Good. Lower down, roll out your shoulders. Good. And you are all done. Thank you so much for joining me. If you like this workout, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you have not yet already, and join me for my membership. You'll find well over 50 exclusive workouts, weekly workout plans, and so much more. Speaking of which, thank you so much to my members who are keeping the lights on here. There are over 85 of you, which is so exciting. So thank you so much for your support. Extra special thanks to the folks who have been with me for 6 months or more, especially the folks who have been with me for over a year. Crazy town. I really appreciate all of your support for so long. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you soon. Bye.